Okay, this is fun. I don't know. I don't know when this video was made. I happened to see it on X yesterday. This is a video made by the outlet Now This, and it's about yours truly. It's about me. And apparently Now This is very troubled that I was invited to the joint session speech a couple of weeks ago. And they made this video after the fact to expose my extremism. And I don't know. I just happened to see this pop up on X, and I thought it was pretty great. So here it is. Watch.
I am literally a theocratic fascist. I do indeed believe that my religious beliefs should be forced on people by the government.
Why did Speaker Mike Johnson invite this far-right influencer to attend Trump's speech to Congress? Matt Walsh describes himself as a theocratic fascist, an ideology that combines ultranationalism, authoritarian rule, and forcefully imposing his Christian religious beliefs on the population. He's criticized the Equal Rights Amendment, which prohibits discrimination. He believes white men are under attack. He's extremely anti-LGBTQI+, and he has an obsession with violence and control. His ideas are heard by millions as a commentator for the right-wing propaganda company The Daily Wire, which was co-founded by Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, you need to get over slavery. You do.
The only group of people that in this country that are being erased in any kind of meaningful way, historically, are white men.
Nearly every good thing you have in your life was given to you by a white man.
We are not going to rest until every child is protected, until trans ideology is entirely erased from the earth.
We should treat it as a hate symbol because that's what it is. They fly the flag because they hate you. Two men should not be allowed to adopt babies because babies need mothers. They also need fathers, which is why two women shouldn't be allowed either.
And this is just the tip of the iceberg. So why would a guy like this be invited to Trump's address to Congress? Well, he kind of fits in perfectly. He just says the quiet part out loud. Now that Trump's in office and Republicans control the House and Senate, they can be as brazen as they want with their actions. The mask is off. So when conservatives wonder why anyone would feel like their rights are under attack, it's because they clearly are. It's because people like this have a seat at the table and the power to influence our laws.
Okay, very scary stuff there, as you can see. I'm not usually a scary guy, but when you put that creepy music in the background, suddenly I become Darth Vader or something. I'm pretty terrifying. Did you know that over 140,000 family farms in the U.S. have closed since 2017? It's pretty shocking stuff. Meanwhile, grocery stores are stocking their shelves with mystery meat from, well, who really knows where? But hey, at least it's cheap, right? Well, look, if you actually care where your food comes from, it's time to check out GoodRanchers.com. I go with Good Ranchers because, call me crazy, I prefer knowing my dinner wasn't shipped from the other side of the planet. Here's the deal. Their meat is born, raised, and harvested right here in the USA. Revolutionary concept. And get this, no antibiotics, no added hormones, and no seed oils, just meat. And that's it. One ingredient you can actually pronounce without a chemistry degree. These folks are practically showing off when it comes to transparency about where your food is coming from. All their meat is farm to table with zero mysteries, meaning you're supporting American ranchers while serving food that won't make you question your life choices at 3 a.m. I've tried many of their steaks and other choices, and they're quite possibly the most tender, tasteful, clean protein options I've ever had. Right now, during their Spring into Action promotion, they actually managed to save you money while providing better, high-quality food. When you sign up, you'll get free bacon, ground beef, seed oil-free chicken nuggets, or wild-caught salmon in every order for a year, plus $40 off with code Walsh. So again, unless you enjoy mystery meat roulette, which I know you don't, visit GoodRanchers.com today and use code Walsh to get free meat for a year and $40 off your first order. Good Ranchers, American meat delivered. First of all, I hope you all appreciate, I know you do, just how long I will stick with a troll. I think I can say without any ego that I am one of the most committed trolls in the country. I feel I can say that. And maybe you would all agree. So this theocratic fascist thing, like somebody called me that on Twitter like 8 years ago or something around this. I think it was 7 or 8 years ago. And I decided to troll him by putting it in my bio on Twitter at the time. And I stuck with this troll ever since then. And I've gotten way more mileage out of it than I ever should have been able to get. I mean, I got way more mileage out of it than I should have. So it's been great. But I'm kidding, of course. None of this is a troll. I say all that, but really I'm joking. I mean, I'm totally serious about being a theocratic fascist. You're right about that. Now this. Your rights are under attack. Not by Trump. Trump has not done a single thing to take away anyone's human rights at all. Trump has taken away zero rights from anyone ever. But yeah, I want him to take rights away. You're correct at that. I have a seat at the table. I'm at Trump's table every day in the Oval Office. I sit around the table. I'm in a meeting every day with President Trump. And I say to him, Mr. President, when can we start taking the rights away? When does that happen? That's supposed to be the whole fun part of having a seat at the table, is deciding whose rights we take away and which rights. I thought that's the whole reason I'm here, is what I say when I'm sitting around the table. It's a table very much like this one that I'm sitting at right now. And every day, we kind of, the way it works is, every day we go around the table when I'm, and we're all there, and it's me and the president and JD Vance and whoever else. And it's the whole cabinet. And we go around the table, and Trump asks each of us what's on our agenda for that day. And when he gets to me, I always say, well, I want to take away some human rights today. Yeah, I've written a short list of the 35 rights that I would like to take away today, Mr. President. But he never lets me do it. That's the ridiculous part. So what I'm saying is, this woman is half right. Her rights are under attack by me, but not by Trump, sadly. In fact, I've proposed a few times now that the entire staff of Now This News should be sent to Alcatraz. And I know when I say that, you're like, well, Alcatraz is a tourist spot now. And I know that. I'm saying we keep it a tourist spot, but my point is that it's a lot more fun for the tourists if there are actual prisoners inside the prison, right? So I've suggested we put Now This News in there, maybe a couple of the ladies from The View. I think in one of my proposals, Don Lemon was also going to Alcatraz. So I have a whole list of people I want to put in prison, and I've kind of helpfully selected which prisons I'd like to put them in. And some of them are prisons that are currently open. Some of them are older prisons. But we haven't been able to do any of it so far. So it's pretty frustrating. But you know what? Maybe that's why I just need to run for president in 2028. And I like JD Vance. I think he's great. But we need someone who is going to get serious about ushering in 1,000 years of right-wing tyranny. And I just don't believe that JD Vance will actually do that. I will. I'm the guy for that job. So Now This News, they have me dead to rights on that. I can't deny it. Thanks for checking out this video. If you'd like to listen to my full podcast on the go, you can check out The Matt Walsh Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.